to the Talk 52 Real Estate Practice Podcast. This is where you listen in on real estate practice sessions so you can hear what to say when you're talking to buyers and sellers. I'm Darren Tunstall, real estate professional, coach, and author. Here's how this works. You're going to hear agents working through a dialogue together, word for word, and then putting it into their own natural tone, style, and phrasing, followed by a short discussion. The goal isn't perfection. It's repetition, confidence, and execution. Let's get into this. New dialogue today. It is called the 15-minute buyer positioning conversation before showing homes, and I'll set this up. In this scenario, you are meeting with a buyer before starting home tours, and you want to create clarity, reference your buyer process and materials, and confidently guide them through signing the representation agreement before beginning the search. We go back and forth a lot of times between, are you working with buyer? Are you working with the seller? We got to practice buyer presentation, practice your seller presentation. We have multiple types of, and I'm going to share some of these things with you real quick before we get started, just so that you know where we're coming from. I'll share my screen. And if you head over to, you don't have to, I'll just show you, but if you go to resources, you can see the seller presentation deck or the buyer presentation deck. I'll just show you this. There's a full buyer presentation. If you don't have one already, I'm going to upload some more pretty soon here because I've got more done. But you can view that. Oh, I should have kept it open. I want to show you something. So then there's the buyer folder. These are different things that you're welcome to utilize. Letter to the buyer, buyer presentation. In this dialogue, we reference the buyer interview sheet because along the way, you're collecting information. You're constantly collecting information, just like you would with the seller as well. You're collecting more and more information, and you're just adding it to, I'll show you what that looks like. You add it to your CRM system, and then you might even utilize some of that in maybe the contract or the BMI, like a buyer material issues form or whatever it is that you're using. Going over here, we have the 4 steps. We talk about these things briefly in today's message because we're just setting this up and we really want to get them under contract before we go ahead and get started. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. To clarify, you have way more material than, in front of you than you do just talking in this 20-minute conversation today. All right. So you're bringing a lot of this stuff with you. Today, what I'd like to happen is I want Dan to start us out as the agent. All right. And Diana, I'd like for you to be the contact on the other side of this. And for now, Alan, you and I are going to listen to this first, and then we'll reverse roles with Diana and Dan, and then we'll do something different after that. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, Dan, you're the agent first, so go ahead and get us started.
All right. Hi, Diana. This is Dan with Rise Realty. Before we jump into looking at homes, can I take about 10 to 15 minutes to get us aligned so we stay focused, make the best use of your time?
Sounds fine.
Perfect. So this will make everything a lot smoother once we start touring. I do have a full buyer presentation and a few resources that walk through the entire process step by step. We'll go deeper into those as we move forward. Here's my buyer presentation, and here's a folder for you.
Okay, cool.
So I also use a buyer interview sheet to really dial in your criteria. We may have already covered some of it, and we will continue filling that in as we go. This is that buyer interview sheet that I use here.
Awesome.
Yeah, and hey, I'm not sure what happened there. There's a code that's missing, obviously. But you kind of you get it. You get what's going on. I got to fix that.
Okay. So for now, I just want to focus on the highlights so we stay efficient today. At a high level, the process is getting ready, exploring homes, locking one in, and then closing.
Okay, great.
And so most of the challenges happen during the exploring phase. So that is where I help you stay focused. Let me ask you this. If we fast forward and you found the right home, what would make you feel confident saying this is the one?
Uh, I think just location, really.
Okay.
Not sure.
Yeah. And that's totally normal if it's not fully clear yet, right? So what are a few things you feel you absolutely need in a home?
I mean, I've got three kids, so I need a bedroom for each. They're all in high school and they're girls, so I don't need World War III in my home. And just something really close to my office.
Okay. So you got three girls, need a bedroom for at least for each of them. Bathroom's going to be a huge requirement. Got it. And close to your office. All
Yeah.
right, guys. So that's helpful. And what are some things that would be nice to have but aren't necessarily deal breakers?
Well, I like gardening, so a backyard that would I could fu make into a garden would be really nice. I like to grow my own stuff, fruit trees and that kind of thing.
Awesome. What kind of fruit trees?
Oh, I mean, anything. Plums, grapefruit, tangerines. I mean, lemons are a big must. I mean, I use it for cleaning, I use it for tea. I mean, everything. So
That's
lemons are
cool.
a big deal.
Lemons, got it. Yeah, yeah. When
Yeah.
life gives you lemons, right? So,
Yeah.
all right, great. So that gives us some flexibility when the right opportunity does show up. And some of this we will document more fully as we go, so nothing gets missed.
All right, great.
So let me ask, what is prompting the move for you right now?
We've outgrown our current place. It's too small. And the twins are sharing a room, but we're in a three bedroom right now, which we're making it work.
Okay.
But gosh, the square footage alone is just too small for the five of us.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that totally makes sense. And so timing wise, what would you ideally like to see happen?
So we are in April. I would love to sort of move in during the summer because the girls will be out of school. They can help with the move, and my husband won't be teaching. So we'll all be able to like get in and move out from our current place and then we'll be able to move into our new place. So ideally, moving in the summer would be great.
Okay. Remind me if you said this already. Are you renting or do you own this home?
We're renting.
You're renting. Okay. And is it month to month or are you on a lease
We're on a lease and it ends sometime in July.
in July? Okay. Okay. So got it. Um, and so timing matters, but I guess there is some flexibility, but not a whole ton. I guess what do you feel happens if you wait longer versus finding something sooner?
I mean, we'd have to like renew our lease,
Hmm.
which is just not ideal. The girls are teens. It's a lot. I
Yeah.
just don't think it's a good situation for us, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's really helpful to know. So as we go out today, I will help you compare each home against what you said matters most. We're not looking for perfect, just the right fit based on your priorities.
Okay, that sounds pretty great.
Yeah. And so if we do come across the right one, are you open to moving forward on it?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. That is all I need. Just openness to recognize it when it shows up, right? So one quick step before we start touring is making our working relationship official. This just outlines how I represent you and ensures I can fully advocate for you.
Okay, yeah.
So here's the agreement. I'll let you take a look at it. Take a look at it and let me know if anything stands out or if you have any questions.
Okay, okay.
So everything in there is designed to protect you and keep things clear on both sides. Once we have this in place, we can go out and start looking with full clarity.
Well, that sounds really good, actually. Yeah.
Awesome. So go ahead, sign right there when you're ready.
Okay.
Perfect. So now we have that taken care of. Let's begin.
Cool. And then Dan, I know you have a process that you're going to launch into for beginning.
Yes.
Yep. So we got her under contract.
Awesome.
How do we all feel?
Um, On my side, I hardly did anything right. But I'm curious about, with this script, we didn't really go into the BRBC and like it's, max 90 days. Like we didn't get into the nitty-gritty of that. So this wasn't for that. I mean, the script wasn't for that, right?
No, I mean we only have literally like another 10 minutes left.
Okay.
But we did slide the BRBC. So BRBC, not sure what you guys call it, Dan, in Boston. So just kind of so everybody knows, I have to be very generic and vague as far as what a contract is or a seller contract is. And it's not my place to do anything legal or broker policy wise.
Okay.
So I kind of leave that in your hands. And you're more than welcome. Let me put it to you this way. When you practice, and Dan does this, and you'll hear like things that we're not familiar with. Um, when you practice, feel free to incorporate how you do things in your state, right? Or in your office, per your broker policy, because that's how you do it. And then the other side will just receive it accordingly and say, cool, right on. Now, I'll guarantee you this, we'll hear things every once in a while and be like, what is that? Tell me about that. I've done it. Broker Dan has done it, and I know other people are like, "What?" So it's just kind of cool to see how people practice in different places as well. So feel free though to role play exactly how you would do things, but keep time in mind because if we go through the whole BRBC buyer
Yeah.
contract, then we've just
Yeah.
wasted, not wasted, but taken
No,
minutes, a lot of minutes.
right. That's another 30 minutes alone. So, okay. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, but so we're kind of assuming that you are going through this. We know that you will. All right, so let's go ahead and reverse roles. This time we're going to have Diana be the agent. Dan, you're going to be the contact, but I'm going to break the two of you out into your own room and I'm going to practice with Alan. Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's go ahead and put you all in a breakout room and I'll bring you back in about 10 minutes or less. Also, just so you know, Diana, and Dan, because we've already done this once, feel free to start putting it in your own tone, style, and phrasing.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
And all assigned. Where did I put you, Diana? There you go. All right, I give you both a breakout room. All right, Alan.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted you to hear that, and I wanted Diana to get a chance to, because it's been a while since she's participated. She used to come every day in the
Oh,
past, but
I see.
yeah.
That was very good conversation, both of them. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
interesting.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Why don't we start over? Let's have you be the agent. All
yes.
right, and I'll be the contact. So when you're ready.
Hi, Darren. This is Alan with Keller Williams. Before we jump into look at homes, can I take about 10 to 15 minutes to get as aligned so we stay focused and make the best use of your time?
Uh, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Thank you. Perfect. Uh, this is will make everything a lot smoother once we start touring. I do have a full buyer presentation and few resources that uh, walk through the entire process step by step. We will go deeper into those as we move forward. Here's my buyer presentation, and you can look at it.
Okay, yeah, no, this is interesting. No, I thank you for sharing this. I appreciate it.
I also use a buyer interview sheet to really dial in your criteria. Uh, we may have already covered some of it, and we will continue filing that in as we go. And do you have any questions? You can let me know.
Um, yeah, no, I think most of it is, pretty easy to understand, and I don't have any questions right now. No.
That's good. For now, I just wanted to focus on the highlights so we stay efficient today. At a high level, the process is getting ready, exploring homes, locking one in and then closing.
Okay. Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah,
What else?
most of the challenges happen during the exploring phase. So that is where I help you stay focused. Let me ask you this. If we fast forward and you found the right home, what would make you feel confidence?
Oh boy, I tell you, I think, man, I don't know. I think finding a home that is in a
Maybe
good neighborhood, you
number
know,
of rooms. Yeah.
yeah, number of rooms, that's a good idea. Yeah, no, I think well, for sure we at least need three, there's no doubt. So,
Mhm.
definitely two bathrooms because I've done the one and that never works out for us.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it's a little backyard at least.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Location and two bathrooms and a little bit. Yeah, that's good to know. Totally. Normally, if it's not fully clear yet, what are a few things you feel you absolutely needed
Oh.
at home?
Well, like we said, the three bathrooms or three bedrooms, two baths.
You're right.
Um, you
Yes.
know, one thing I forgot to say is I don't want stairs. We do not like stairs.
Okay.
So it
Yes.
has to be a single level house. Um, because I don't know how long we're gonna stay there, but I just don't want to be climbing stairs if I'm here in my 80s or 90s either. So
Yes, single level. That's a very good idea. Thank you for letting me know. And that's very helpful. And what are some things that would be nice to have but are not deal breaker?
I mean, it would be nice to have a house that already has a spa installed, but it won't be a deal breaker because I can always buy one and put one in.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting us know. And that give us a flexibility when the right opportunity shows up. Some of this we will document more fully as we go, so no, nothing gets missed.
Okay.
And let me ask, what is prompting the move for you right now?
Um, this we just need a couple of extra bedrooms. Or right now, this is a one bedroom, and with the baby coming on the way, yeah, I don't want to be all trapped into one room. So, we need to have a proper house to stay.
Yes, yeah, number of bedrooms and big yard and location. That's good to know that, and that makes sense. And timing wise, what would you ideally like to see happen?
Well, I hear that babies come in about 280 days, so I would love to do that before then. That way, later on, I mean, that way we can kind of get nested. Let's put it that way.
I understand that, thank you for letting me know about the timing. So, because timing is a matter, but there is some flexibility, look like. What do you feel happen if you wait longer versus finding something sooner? Look like, so you have deadline almost 280, actually. I understand that.
I think my expecting wife will be very upset if we don't get into the house. So,
I understand that. That's true. I agree with you. Yeah. That's really helpful to know. That's I appreciate you let us know. As we go out today, I will help you compare each home against what you said matter most. We are looking for perfect, just the right fit based on your priorities.
yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, that makes me feel really good, and I'm happy that you're listening to the things that we want and asking these questions because these are things that I don't ask normally. So I'm glad that you're doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's my job. If we do come across the right one, are you open to move forward on it?
Um, Well, I think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's all I need, and just all openness to recognize it when it shows up. One quick step before we start touring is making our working relationship official. This just outline how I represent you and ensure I can fully advocate for you. So you need somebody like me to do that.
Okay. Okay.
And this is my buyer representation agreement over and take a quick look and let me know if you have any question regarding the application.
Okay. Looking over this saying, I mean, I don't see anything that pops out too much. It's very detailed. I'm probably gonna have to take some more time to read it, but it looks pretty good to me.
That's right. You know, all in there is designed to protect you and keep you things clear on both sides and make my job as a fiduciary to help you and guide you through the process. Once we have this in place, we can go out and start looking with full clarity.
Yeah, I like that.
And go ahead and please sign there when you are ready.
Okay. All right, go ahead. I just signed it. Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Right now we have that taking care of it, and let's begin to see homes.
Let's begin.
Yes,
Let's begin the craziness.
that's right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job, Alan. You made it all the way
Really,
through. You did a really good job.
absolutely. Thank you very much for your help, actually. Thank you.
You're getting so much better. It's flowing better. You're much more
Yes,
confident.
yes,
You're doing a fantastic job. So, I mean,
yes. Thank you.
that goes fast, doesn't it?
Dan kicked my butt.
Good. That's why I
He
paired
threw
you with him.
he threw in an objection.
What was the objection?
It
Commission.
went through the BRBC and he called out the commission.
But she handled it very well and like a pro, and it was very natural too. And she just, spoke to her experience, her negotiating power, her overall her degree in real estate. So I thought it was very well handled very well. So yeah, it was great.
So good job, but I'm kind of curious because you look a little flustered over this objection, but what I'm hearing is you handled it really well.
I felt like I was stuttering and it didn't come out. My value proposition felt weak in my head. So I just had to throw out my degree in real estate to kind of get myself that confidence. Like, hey, I'm not stupid. I've taken a full semester of real estate law and finance and property management. Like, I have a degree in real estate. Why am I not like leading with that sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes it just comes back to the consistency of doing it every single day, repeating it. I mean, not even tens, hundreds, if not thousands, every day, every week, every month. And over time, it just rolls off, rolls off. And I know you, and I know how hard you work, and I know it rolls off. It's just you probably haven't practiced this for a minute, and here we are back into it, and we gotta what is it? We just gotta get back into the mode of,
Yeah,
role
I came to
playing.
be uncomfortable. So thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
All right, Cecile, how'd it go?
Yeah, just a little longer, and we were able to go through one time per each. So
Yeah, it's really difficult with a conversation like this particular one because literally like it's almost a presentation, not the full presentation, but it's designed for 10 to 12 minutes each. And then, unfortunately that takes up all of our time. But I'm like, but you both made it through?
yeah, but we were not sure about number 7 and 11.
Yeah. Well, I think, let me look it up. And by the way, Diana, that's how I'm numbering each line now because it's easy, just like what they said. Go back to number 711. Yeah, number 7 is this is just a note to self as the agent. I'm going to start adding small brackets here and there if it applies. So, you have the presentation in front of you. And number 11 royally got screwed up. There was supposed to be a link to the actual buyer interview sheet that I showed earlier. So, they're just references that you might have with you. Like for example, we could talk about all sorts of references. You might have a lender reference, you might have inspection references, you might have a buyer's menu of services. There's all sorts of different things and tools that you might be referring to during these types of conversations. So that's all it is. It's just a reference, a note to self, like this is what we're using. If you want to join these sessions live, we practice every weekday morning. This is where you build the habit of practicing, lead generating, and following up every day. Head over to talk52.com to create your account and get started. That's TALK52.com. This content is for educational purposes only and does not guarantee results. Please consult your broker, coach, or appropriate professional for guidance specific to your situation. Results will vary, and you are responsible for your own actions. Darren Tunstall, California Real Estate License 018534445, currently unaffiliated with a brokerage.